What is up, guys, and welcome to Mugello. At least that's how I think you pronounce it. Unless it is Mugello, and I am a massive mug, then I think I've got the pronunciation right. Anyway, we're going to find out if F1 2020 cars can race around this new circuit for the F1 circus, and whether it's going to be a good race or not, of course. Any circuit is difficult to overtake in these cars. Let alone a track which has a lot of medium to high speed corners. I think this one could be a bit of a dud, but we're going to see if we can race it in real life. But before we do that, I'm going to go out there and get some practice to see whether I can actually tame this circuit myself. I have done it on Forza and stuff in the past, but that's about it. I haven't done it on a sim, and I haven't done it on iRacing or Assetto Corsa at all, so this will be an entirely new challenge altogether. Let's get out there as we get ready to rumble. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's get into driving at Mugello. I've just done it. Mugello! Off we go. Turn 1 is coming up as you approach turn 1, obviously. It's pretty rare that you'll come up to turn 1 and be faced with turn 2 or 3. Normally turn 1 is first, out of the pit lane. But, yeah, I know which way the track goes, so at least I won't have that to worry about. It's just a case of learning how to take this track in an F1 car with F1 cars, braking distances, turning points, etc. I'm much more used to racing this thing on a motorbike, actually. I've done a lot of MotoGP videos around here. And I don't know if I've done any Forza videos, but I've definitely driven here on Forza before. Maybe even Project Cars. So that might be more of an outside shot. Anyway, this is the circuit itself. It's really nice to drive when it comes to just hot lapping. But when it comes to racing, it might be a different story, especially in these cars. You might notice there's not many low-speed, heavy braking zone corners, which is where that's where F1 cars tend to do their overtaking. They don't exactly do it at high-speed corners. But there you go. This is the heaviest braking zone on the circuit and where most of the moves will be getting done. So this will be an interesting challenge for the teams and the drivers as I just completely stuff up that lap. Okay, that's flat. That's flat. My goodness. Couple downshifts here. You know what? I'm probably going to do some practice. A lot of these videos, I tend to just rush in and get my... It's more about getting my first reaction, first experience. Let me know if you like these types of videos more, whether you like to see my live reaction, face cam, etc. Or would you like the more polished, I'm good at it straight away, doing post-commentary kind of thing, or do you like the more comical side of it where we learn together? That's one thing I'd love to know. And I will do, obviously, what you guys prefer. But either way, I do like making content either way. I think it's a lot more fun doing it. Live com and me being an idiot and you guys can laugh at me. But that's just my personal preference. Let's see if we can hit this corner. Yay! We've hit the apex, but unfortunately the camera has perished. Unlucky. And I'm in the flow, so I can't be bothered to unhinge that. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yep. In Assetto Corsa, you can open the DRS everywhere. So that's handy, as we go around the outside of that thing, whatever that is. I tell you what, I've got the flow of this circuit. It feels lovely. Flat out through here. That's not even really a corner. I actually thought I had to lift off through there in my opening laps. But not the case. Late apex here at the last corner. That was not by choice. But there we go. We're going to go up to the line, spamming all of the overtake or curves button. I think we're out of deployment. We go P1. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, we have completed a flying lap in a practice session of an Assetto Corsa video, but more crucially, we're on the pace. What's happening to me? I think there's something drastically wrong. Back to the pits, and we are 1.6 seconds on the pace. With a C3 tyre though, which I think is faster. Higher you go, faster pace. Either way, I'll take it. Insert the Carlos Sainz meme. I honestly don't know how to react right now to me actually being decent at this game. I guess it helps that I made a video in Assetto Corsa slightly earlier today on the V10 F1 car. Check that video out. Amazing, amazing vehicle. But we're back to reality here in Mugello. We're going to skip to the next session. We're going to jump to the race now, and we're just going to have fun, really. This is all about having fun, and we're going to see if we can overtake at this circuit. That's basically the premise of this video, and get a feel for it. I wish we could do these in the F1 games. Codemasters, you're missing out on free publicity. We have to take to Assetto Corsa to do this. Maybe in some DLC in the future, you would have my business. But anyway, here we go. We are ready for Assetto Corsa F1 2020 here at Mugello is underway. Even on Assetto Corsa, I'm bad at starts. Let's see if we can fly past. Well, we can fly past Daniel Ricciardo. We got 5 laps to get through the field, 24 cars. I'm going to take it easy because the AI are a little bit terrible on the first lap, and then we're going to go from there. So, outside line. I'd imagine some people will get squeezed out there in the race on lap 1, so do your best to avoid that if you can. We're going to go to green flag running now for us now. We're going to see if we can pick up some places if we can. Not getting tangled up in any incidents. It's very tight around here. Obviously, the real-life drivers will be going faster than this on the first lap, so overtaking will be much more difficult, but the Assetto Corsa AI like to leave a lot of space and slow down a bit, much like in the F1 games of today. But I'm not an AI programmer, so I'd imagine it's very hard to get the balance right. Up the inside and into P19. Thank you very much. Shall we make this harder? Shall we go cockpit view? Maybe. I will try that at some point, but for the moment I need to focus up and get through the initial stragglers here at the back. Opening DRS again. The DRS button is the DRS light is in the top left of the wheel. You may not notice it unless I switch to here. Oh, there it is. Now it's illuminated and we can press it. So in the race, I can't press it wherever the hell I want. But in practice I can. Up the inside of 2 cars into turn 1. That guy moved at the last second, and I've been conservative under brakes. That guy is stuck to my left-hand side of the car, which was not ideal. But we are through for P15 in this. I saw the name of it earlier. What's the name of the Grand Prix called? Let me know down in the comments. Tuscany Grand Prix, that's it. All you guys spamming it in the comments, help me remember it, clearly. Anyway, around the outside into the fast right-hander. I should bring up a truck map so I know what the corner names are. Hello! And goodbye to P12 in this Grand Prix. Amazing stuff! Not amazing stuff. That is not stonks. How many times do I want to get hit there? I'm just going to chuck it in. Full send. This is how I get myself in trouble most of the time, and I'm endeavoring to do that. Engage in that activity once again. Goodbye. Tell you what. You actually... It's funny that it's a simulator, and it's just like real life, where you need to go into the corners faster to get more grip. It definitely doesn't work like that in the F1 games. So this sensation of carrying more speed to get more grip is funnily enough, it's actually an odd principle to me. You don't think that the car will have the grip to stick, but then it does. And you're like, oh, well, I feel like an idiot for taking it cautiously there all this time. Anyway, P19, thank you very much. Track is very fun. If I haven't brought that across in this video already, it's amazing to drive in these cars. The car, the bloody... That wasn't even a crash. Normally I have to crash for that to happen. Oh, hello. Oh, for God's sake. For goodness sake. Alright, so... I had to pause the game to fix up my camera. Lost my rhythm. Pause the game, rejoin, next corner we punt someone. I'm actually so angry about that. I think it was up here I paused the game. And then all of a sudden this guy's alongside. Racing him, go in too deep, punt him, race over. Annoying. I'll do that again. I'll do that race again. That was fun. I just need to calm it down, I suppose. So, here we go. Take 2 of the Tuscany Grand Prix. Let's see if Lando Norris can go from last to first. Like never before. Off we go. Oh, we can do DRS right off the start. That is realistic as hell. Use the pit exit as well, for good measure, and open the DRS back up again. I don't know why I closed the DRS for going off circuit, but hey ho. Tyres are cold at this stage, so I don't have the greatest confidence in the world. But it's P13 in this second Italian Grand Prix. Why do they give it the name Tuscany? I'm sure that's what they call the local area, I suppose. But the more facts you guys can give me on this circuit and the meaning of everything in this Grand Prix, the better. Because I, like you, am still very much learning. I've got a lot of learning to do. And I love it when we go to new circuits. Or circuits we haven't been to in about 20 odd years or whatever. It's just new, it's fresh. That's the one good thing that's come out of this year is all these old school circuits we're going to we probably would never have seen again if it wasn't for this whole global pandemic. And so it's forced everyone to think on their feet, think outside the box. No longer paying those gigantic race fees, and so ticket prices are cheaper, like at Istanbul, and we're racing at places we've just never been in forever. And I love it, man. It's cool. Who knows? We might even uncover a gem in some of these one-off races to go up the inside into turn 1. I'm getting lent on into there, so I can't turn. Thank you for that, you B-Tech manor-looking thing. P7. And there's about 50,000 different lines being taken by the AI in this section of the circuit. Very slow. Very, very slow. But it's got to be patient. We've got the pace. That's the grass. Thankfully, we have not been bitten. The Assetto Corsa, for the most part, is very unforgiving when it comes to that stuff. I think now... Where is it? There we go. Damn it, I went past it. Back to cockpit cam for a little bit so you guys can see what it's like for the drivers, somewhat. Harder to spot the apexes. And it makes it even more difficult when I don't really know the circuit as much as it is. Through the final chicane, and to the outside we go. Oh my goodness, this is difficult. Guys on my left hand side, I gotta give them space. I'm gonna press the overtake button and fly past. Open the DRS as well. We're on the podium. Landobot is in scenario 7. Don't tell the stewards, because we've got a fat disqualification coming our way if that is the case. No more scenario 7. That's actually really sad. I don't know what to make of the new engine fuel mixes and stuff that they've locked away. I didn't see much of the Italian Grand Prix in all honesty, so I can't really judge all too much. But if anything, I have this fear that like people are going to be able to overtake less because they can't flick it up into a higher engine mode, being the car behind, and the car in front is just on the same engine mode. So if anything, it could actually hurt the overtaking. And we saw the Mercedes were ridiculously fast without the engine modes, which is the scariest thing. So it's a tough one to get around the outside. P2. And now we can open up the taps a little bit, chuck it back up into scenario 7, and see if we can win this Grand Prix. Trying to work out what the gap is. The numbers at the bottom of the screen are very small. Overtake. Do we get DRS? We don't even need to be within 1 second of someone to get DRS on this game. That's the amazing thing. The gap is 4 seconds. See if we can make up 4 seconds in 2 laps. Do like a Daniel Ricciardo at Spa to Max Verstappen. If only there was one more lap in that Grand Prix. Would have loved to have seen Daniel on the podium in a Renault. AlphaTauri's getting all these podiums the last couple of years, and Renault, nothing. That's got to be it is a massive disappointment for that team. They should be doing so much more with what they've got. McLaren as well, doing really well, punching above their weight, and Renault again, kind of nowhere, lackluster. They've got the natural car pace to do things, but they're not getting the results. Not putting themselves in the right position at the right times. And speaking of Renault, they're leading the race. Let's see if we can take it away from them if we can. It's the Renault, but it's in the testing livery in this car. Let's see if we can get them. So, we've caught them by like 3.5 seconds on this lap, which is crazy. And we might overtake them here into turn 1 of this last lap of the Tuscany Grand Prix. Goes defensive. We go around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo. Thank you very much, mate, for holding that position for old mate Lando. That's going to be quite the dream team in 2021. Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo. The memes are already coming out this year. Every time they meet in the paddock. And it's just going to be meme central. On and off the track. This car is amazing. This track is amazing. Inspires so much confidence. You fly through these corners. I'm flat out through most of it, which might prove very, very difficult for the drivers when they go racing here this weekend. With all that dirty air, this could be one of the worst Grand Prix ever for overtaking and following. I'm just going to put that out there. But I'm sure they won't be complaining in the Friday and Saturday sessions when they feel how good these cars are at this track. In any case, I've had fun today. That's P1. Might be the first time we've ever done that on Assetto Corsa, so it might be time for me to turn the old difficulty up. But there we go. I felt in the groove. It felt really nice to drive, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you need to see plenty more racing game content. Let me know what you think is going to happen this weekend in the Tuscany Grand Prix. And I don't know if there's any other circuits we should go to on the F1 calendar that we currently aren't. That's a topic for discussion as well. But there we go. Tiametmarduk, aka Lando Norris, wins by 3.3 seconds. Not over Daniel Ricciardo, but Donato Borda. Cool. Grosjean got points. This really is a video game.